in the house. A son of a legend. Who, by the way, this man is a legend in his own right. Mr. Ziggy Marley is on the FreakyFridayRadio.com, Freaky Friday Radio Show, everybody. How are you, sir?
Yeah, man, I'm good.
You good? Now, your father, you find it hard to follow in his footsteps, to live up to the Bob Marley name? And as you are your own man in your own right, you know, a legend, you know, you're creating your own path in life. And when somebody say, okay, he's a Marley, and you're like, oh gosh, I gotta set a different standard now for what I do now.
Really, no, because my father is my influence, is my mentor, my hero.
Right.
So the standard that he established was a standard that his generation of musicians had. You know, not just with him, but with all the musicians from his generation. And I learned that we have to have standards. We have to, for the music that we do, we have to have a standard that was set, a bar that was set. And for me, it's not really about the Marley standard. It's about the musicianship standard.
Right.
As a musician, you know, and that's what I learned, and that's what I follow up to this day. But I learned it from my father, you know. So I don't think it's not the Marley standard. It's just being a good musician and a good artist. You know, there's certain things that, you know, we strive to do, you know, like simple thing like sing on key. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, make sure that, you know,
right.
Some simple things that a lot of artists today don't take serious.
Right.
Them will sing anything, and it, you know, music, it have melodies, it have the world make up of melodies and notes, and it's important that if we want to affect people in a certain way, things mustn't rub the wrong way, because it affect people in a different way. If somebody's singing off key, it have a different, it's not harmonious, it's not unified. And so people get that. But if we sing in harmony, in melody, then it's unified, and the sound that goes out there is a unified sound that affects people in that way.
Okay, now we're in here talking Ziggy Marley. Now, I heard all 13 tracks on this here, all right? I love Cry, 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 okay? And I also love Ziggy Says. Now, it's a little spin-off of what Simon Says, but I love Ziggy Says. Now, I didn't hear I Shot the Sheriff in there. Why not?
I wasn't doing my father's stuff. There's a version of This Train, which is an old song that I had heard the Wailers done, but I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
A lot of the songs is songs that I just wrote.
Okay.
My father have a record coming out which I executive produce for kids also, which I redid some of the music for. And I Shot the Sheriff is not for children.
No.
I say no. So we just keep it real with the children, just like how we keep it real with the adults. You know, we have to keep it real. We can't gimmick it out or try to be, you know, kind of. We know our audience, and we want to speak to children, and we have to speak to them in a certain way.
See, I find that unique because I don't hear any artists going that route these days.
Which one you mean, like?
Speaking to the youth, to the children, even to the next generation, and we got to give them something to listen to and enjoy. But a lot of artists these days, they like to go for a fast tempo, boom, boom, dance, you know, club rhythms. This song, this album is completely different from anything I've heard in the last 5 or 6 years or so. It's something new age, I believe, you know, and it's still listener friendly, kids friendly.
Yeah,
and it's totally different. My hats go out to you on this, man.
Yeah, I mean, I am way into my musical career, you know. I started young, so I've been through all of that stuff that, you know, people trying to do things. You know, I'm reach a state of my life where I determine my own destiny and what me think me need for the, not based upon what is popular,
right,
or what is hot, but based upon my conscience and based upon what I feel I am directed to do. You know, so this is how I run my life and my music. I am led to a path and I follow that path. You know, I don't watch what's going on over there because that's going on. I need to do that. You know, I have my own path which I must follow, which has been set for me, and that's what I try to do. You know, so. And
God bless. We have a couple of questions. One of them is from the internet. Hey, it's Freaky Friday. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Mikhail.
Yeah, you had emailed me about the questions for Ziggy Marley?
Yeah.
Do you know what your question is?
Ziggy, I want to know when you're coming to Ghana.
Yeah, well, how much years ago I go Ghana? I stay up on Labada Beach in Ghana many years ago, and obviously my mother, she have a place in Ghana. So I plan for go Ghana sometime next year because I want to have this idea for kind of explore African music more and for incorporate it more into what I do. I've always had that kind of need because I love African music. I want to say, I want to play with some African musician and get a vibe, you know, because there's something there, and I want to find it, you know.
And you're gonna find it in Ghana.
Yeah, well, Ghana is
of all places you're gonna find it in Ghana.
That's the first stop. I want to Ghana.
I don't know. Look, I'm going over there in November for the first time too. Down there because our radio show is heard on 2 different stations down there, and it's huge, and I can't wait to actually feel like, you know, I'm going to the motherland and see if I recognize anybody.
Yeah, man, you will.
Now, you're on crutches. What happened, man?
Yeah, I get injured. I play foot in America. Them call it
soccer. Yeah,
football, you know.
Yeah, we Caribbean call it football too.
Yeah. But I've been injured before. You know what? The first time I was injured playing football, I broke my hand. So
how you broke your hand playing football?
This is in high school, you know. Somebody kick a ball and actually score the goal, and some guy fall on me, and I kind of go so. I'm get my wrist break. So I'm used to pain, I'm used to injury, so nothing I can't handle, you know. It's all good. Okay,
I know our time is limited here, and I just got one more quick question on a little more of a serious nature. Because I see people keep on peeping through the glasses. I want to try to get as much as possible. But this is on a very serious nature note here from our internet listener. She wanted to know, with your father and what had happened to him, do you feel it's an accident or was it set up? I mean, with his untimely death.
I have my suspicions, you know, in terms of what was happening politically in the world at that time and the influence that my father would have had on Jamaica. And because of the politics at that time where between America and Russia and Cuba being the communist and Jamaica being wanting to become a socialist nation, and my father's importance in that region, I do suspect, I mean, they did try to kill him once before, so I wouldn't put it past them to have, you know, tried a different way. I mean, there's historically a fact that, you know, governments have assassinated, you know, people in different manners or in different ways. So
right.
I have my suspicions. I don't have any positive proof or anything like that, which we probably will never have, but
right.
Yeah, you know, yeah, I feel he was a threat, and I feel, you know, them have to get rid of the threat. So who knows? Them probably do that. Yes, you know.
Well, you know, they probably made him a lot larger than life now, to the point of martyrhood.
Yeah.
You know, but he has contributed a lot to our culture here in America, and not just Jamaica, but his influence around the world is humongous.
Right.
And my whole thing is, why is that a person has to become great after they passed on? You know, why can't you be great while you're in the living? Alright? Like, I'm sitting next to you right now, I feel greatness coming from you because you're the direct lineage to what your father started, and you have continued his work. And I appreciate that, and I thank you, man. And this is why I'm encouraging everybody to go out and pick out Ziggy Marley's album, Family Time, because it is truly one of the most beautiful records you guys will ever pick up in your lifetime. And I sincerely mean this from the bottom of my heart. Okay, and much success and luck to you in all your future endeavors, man.
Give thanks, brother.
All right, Ziggy Marley, Freaky Friday on the Freaky Friday Radio Show, everybody. To hear the complete interview and see more videos and interviews, go to FreakyFridayRadio.com. FreakyFridayRadio.com.